yesterday walking around and feeling really good about his ball striking. It's just about putting those 4 rounds together. And golf is such a funny sport. You never really know when that might happen. Could it be this week?
Let's go back up to David Jacobson.
Trying to cut back towards the hole.
Rickie Fowler's going to have an excellent look at birdie.
Back to 12 now.
Rickie Fowler for birdie. Surprising. Just 1 birdie here. At 12, that's the second. And at 14, Rickie Fowler's got this putt for birdie to get to 2 under. I'm not used to seeing that long, extended putter with that large grip.
Let's go over to 15.
Rickie Fowler. Nice start. 2 under on the more difficult side of the golf course, and he's under par. So Rickie has put himself in good shape here in the early going.
Doesn't quite get the spin.
Rickie Fowler's also 1 back, Jimmy.
We've seen how quick this putt is.
So close to joining the fray there at 3 under.
Fowler from the middle of the fairway. Fixture at the major championships for so long, but struggled for a couple of years. What a great shot that is. Back in the top 50 in the official world golf ranking, so he gets here after a 2-year absence.
Yeah, there it is too. So he joins that party at 3 under.
And a really tough part of the golf course as well. 16, 17, 18. Really stern par 4s. And as is always the MO at the US Open, find the fairway the key. Rickie failing to do so.
There's rough, and then there is deep rough.
Too much in it. He saw a little left to right. It's not there though. It's going to be a drop shot. Bogey on 17. It's going to be a ton of them.
Issues here. Can he swing it a little bit from the right? It's hard to do out of the rough.
Guesswork how it's going to come out of that rough.
Exactly. And by the way, that's a huge skill for the best players in the world, learning how to fly it out of the rough. And that was so well judged underneath the hole. 15 feet 8 inches right up the slope here. Did he? Yep.
I mean, we just got used to seeing him do that throughout that stretch of his career. Trying to get back to it now.
Well, Butch Harmon has really helped him to come back here.
On this reachable par 5, 297, the bunker on the left, wind into out of the right, out of the southeast right now.
Oh, he moved just okay. Good now, Rickie.
What was that? You can't repeat it, can you?
That from 251 front, 273 total.
Almost like quite challenging in this and getting in it. Even if it trickles through and gets through the back of the green, the pitch isn't too bad.
He's got to get it up over this look quick. Oh, that was brave.
Really well done, Rick. It was magnificent.
That is unreal.
Looks like a normal bunker shot on the PGA Tour, but that really goes.
That classic, though, middle of the hole is not where he's looking. It's out on the edge of it. Dies it in beautifully.
It's a great up and down from the bunker, isn't it?
It's the name of the game at US Opens.
294 to that bunker on the left. He likes to cut it. I can see him cutting it back into this hillside. Yeah, trying to work it back into that hillside and use it.
Really a pretty tee shot here. Got the contour. You see that bunker there. That's on the right side. The players don't have to deal with that, but that's right in the middle of the fairway now.
Very comfortable with his golf swing, obviously. Now from 160. Aggressive line right at it.
Brilliant shot. Wow.
What a kick forward, too, off the fringe. A lot of times you see those really die when they hit the edge, and That'll be a tap in for Fowler to get to 5 under.
We had given him that one already.
Yeah, I thought that was good.
Big part of the reason this is played as the easiest hole on the golf course. We've seen 25 birdies already here.
Yeah, this should be perfect. Just avoid the divots.
Yeah, both sides trying to chuck it back right into the middle there, hence all the balls finish in the same spot.
96 yards, playing about 7 uphill.
As we've seen, it's all about controlling the spin with this shot for these players. Oh, nice.
That would have helped out a little bit,
Yeah.
I think, Nick.
That's either another level of skill or a little bit of good luck. Really one of the great wedge players. Just look how centered he'll stay over the top of this. His sternum pretty much rotating, but staying over the ball throughout. Beautiful width still. And you'll see the balance of the follow through to match up with that backswing. And so much of it, the control from the middle. All the great wedge players see very few really good wedge players that are all hands and arms.
Just the way that it was going to play a little softer, I thought.
4 in a row, Rickie Fowler to 6 under par, and the lead is 2 once again.
Playing about 9 downhill. Oh, this has got to settle.
Ranka there, trouble there, guys. Bunker.
Goes to what you said, all aspects of the game right now. Clicking.
Everything.
Fowler.
You know, I asked Butch what you guys are working on. I said, really nothing. We're working on trying to win again. All parts of his game, he said, are good.
Fowler, T5.
And like to have this down the left center, considering this fairway goes hard right.
At the palms in the distance, and then let it feed down to that right side. Slightly hanging lie will be left.
Not easy from there either, though. That's a good place to be when you're not working on anything in particular. You're just thinking about winning. Fowler is right now.
Set up to hit a little fade here. Toes down the left. Beautiful. Another chance coming.
He just got it above the hole. It's a little tricky coming down this hole with some pace.
He had 9-1 putts.
They decided it's a layup. Just poking it down the hill. Gonna wedge it on and try to make the birdie the old-fashioned way.
Well, it's really hard to make a bogey from the middle of the fairway with just your little wedge. You'd have to be errant when you're second. And a lot of things can happen if you miss just a little bit if you try to go at the green. You missed it right. That big slope and that little edge of the bunker makes it hard to get it close from short and right.
Rickie?
He knows what he's doing right now, doesn't he?
Man, he is in control.
Yes, he is.
Get the hole! Go!
Yeah, he's got the touch, Terry. That's now the most birdies he's ever made in the U.S. Open round.
This is the last really big challenge for Fowler on this 9.
This one just at the right center of the green.
It's another birdie chance.
Not a problem.
Up the hill, just a little right to left.
As you start thinking about major championship scoring records, too.
And with the slope so hard left to right, I actually like drawing it into the hill.
Oh, this is way right, guys. Way right.
See if we can get a line.
Well, you don't lose your ball in this branch. You're at the mercy of the golfing gods, and there's a thicket of trees there.
Looks to be an 8-iron. Oh, this is fantastic. What a shot.
You know, a lot of times if there's a lot of rocks around the ball, that can, you know, prevent the ball from starting straight and twist the club or hit the ball. You know, got a good view from behind. Seeing here that flag's picking up a little bit right to left. Is he going to use the slope?
No, this is pulled. Played it safe. Good shot, but played it safe.
Got it again. This time from the Barranca originally.
And this has been a big part of his turnaround here in 2020.
This one kind of hung out to the right.
Okay. Does stay. Pretty well judged right there. Rickie Fowler makes history at LA Country Club. It is the lowest round we have ever seen at a U.S. Open.
All right, a U.S. Open record 62 for Rickie Fowler. Rickie, how aware were you of the history you were chasing, especially down the stretch?
I mean, I knew it was close. I wasn't sure the exact number. I was really just trying to keep moving forward. Made a lot of good swings. Been a while since I've made some mid-range putts, so it was nice to make a lot of those. I kept putting myself in great positions and kind of picked my way around the course. But you know, other than getting that little out of position there on 8 coming in, made a lot of good swings, and like I said, just try to keep moving forward.
Xander's on the tee at 9 right now, trying to match what you just did. What was the challenge out there today? Because the wind has been down, the course is a little bit soft. How gettable was LACC?
Well, I mean, first off, you got to be in the fairway. Do that, which I feel like I did a pretty good job today driving the ball, and then being disciplined into the greens. You can end up in some tough spots, some funky areas if you try and get a little too cute. And I feel like, you know, Rick and I did a great job of managing our way around and keeping ourselves in, you know, fairly stress-free situations.
Rickie, I want you to call a little golf right now. You just did what Xander Shauffele is about to do on 9. What is the challenge of this tee shot here, this par 3?
At 9, it's in off the left, and it's more off the left than you can really feel from the tee. The flags look like they're actually moving more left to right than when I was down there, but it should be a 6-iron. He's going to try and kind of flight it and hold it up against it. You know, I bailed a little bit. Was trying to hit a good shot in there, but you got to hold it, you know, pretty strong to hold that wind. This looks pretty good. All right, we'll have a look.
Good shot from Xander. All right, Rick, let's get to some highlights. You started on the 10th hole today. You said you made a lot of great swings. You made a really great approach shot into 10. What do you see here?
Yeah, I just had to trust really the number and you know, wedge coming out of the gate. Try to hit a kind of high teen shot with a gap wedge. And that was, I think, one of the things today, controlling the numbers really well.
This golf course asks a lot of tough questions, especially 16, 17, and 18. How about the birdie putt at 16?
16 might have been one of the better ones of the day. That pin's tough to get to, and hit a great shot in there with 5-iron and ran it up in there.
And now birdie at 18?
Yeah, 18. I drew a great line, the left rough off the tee. I was able to play a little bit of a jumper and let it chase in there.
You make the turn. This is the first hole, the par 5. This is your 3rd.
Yeah, this is one of the holes that, you know, one of the few that you're kind of licking your chops and hoping you make at least, you know, a 4 and get out of there. So great bunker shot, and kind of kept the round going.
And the second hole, that's a hole you're trying to hold on. What did you see here?
I had a really good number. I just had to step on 8-iron. You know, I hit a lot of shots out of the middle of the club face, and this was another one. I pushed it a little. I was trying to go left to the hole, but I'll take it.
Another birdie. You were not done yet. Now the 3rd, here's your 2nd.
Another great wedge number with lob wedge. With that pin in that back left, it could be pretty aggressive because the left side slopes in, and a little kiss off the ball, I believe. We couldn't see that from down there, but another one where I hit my number there.
Not completely stress-free today. You had some par savers here, including at 4.
Yeah, 4. Trying to hit it in the middle of green. I came out of one a little bit, and that was a little bit of the tendency, if anything, today. But knowing where that pin was, that bunker was not a bad place to be up the hill there.
6th hole, a lot of different ways to play it. You had a birdie putt here at 6.
Yeah, you know, Rick told me he thought the play was to lay up today with the greens being fairly receptive and with where the pin was located over there. So went with it, and it paid off.
How about the birdie at 8? You had a little stress off the tee.
Yeah, I just tried to get myself back in position. Would have liked to hit a little closer, but another great putt from mid-range.
Knee knocker at 9?
That's kind of the one you'd pray to have to finish off the round. It was right center, 3.5 feet up the hill.
Keep it going tomorrow. Congratulations on a record round.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Terry?